Hi friends, today is all about plein air painting. Plein air painting refers to a French expression that means in the open air. It essentially means that you are going to be making art outside in the open air, and usually you're going to be painting the things that you see around you. So for today's video, I wanted to talk about plein air painting and how you can do it as a beginner and how you can feel comfortable doing it so you can enjoy yourself painting outside. I have 4 tips that I wanted to share with you that might help you to get started in plein air paintings. Tip number 1, I totally recommend that you go and scout the area that you're going to draw in. You can go on the same day that you're going to be painting or drawing, or you can do it the day before, something like that. I went one day and I took my dog and we were going to go for a walk, and I was also going to draw, and having my dog there made it very difficult. So I ended up not being able to do much that day. So it kind of felt like just a scouting day. I looked around. I had been there 1,000 times before, but this time I wanted to think about what would work best for the views that I wanted to record and what was going to be comfortable to sit in. Like where was I going to sit? How was I going to be located in proximity to my subject matter? I was drawing at a local park, and there's like a little pond, and there's walking trails all around it. So I wanted to make sure that I found a space where I could sit down and be comfortable, where I could draw comfortably. And maybe there wasn't going to be too much activity all around it, like not a lot of people walking by as I was drawing. But you pick what works for you. Obviously, there was lots of stuff all around me. I could draw anything that was along my path, or I could get to like these picnicking areas and sit at a table and draw at a table. So I tried 2 different areas, and I found that working at a table was much more comfortable for me. But you can sit on the floor, you can bring a blanket, anything that makes you feel comfortable. Tip number 2 is to bring just the basics. Like pare your supply bag down to just the most basic things that you're going to need for this day. I was drawing with my water-based markers. So I brought a handful of markers, and I brought a couple of color pencils with me, and I brought a sharpener, and I brought my sketchbook. If you want to paint, you can bring like a travel palette, or you can bring, there's these things called pochade boxes, which might work for you if you like oil painting. That requires a little bit more materials. Tip number 3 is to pick and choose from your subject matters. Drawing from life is different from drawing from photos. With photos, you have the outlines of the images already defined for you, and in life, everything is never ending. So you kind of have to pick the areas that you want to focus on. I recommend you pick and choose from the things that you see. I don't think you need to draw the entire scene the way you see it. Feel free to cut out areas or like pick areas from other places that you want to include. I think you should be selective about your subject matter, and feel free to alter what you include in your images. Now, tip number 4 is to take lots of pictures before you leave, because sometimes your images or your drawings you don't have time to finish them. You don't bring them to a sense of completion, or you're just not happy with them at the end of your drawing session. Having photos that you can refer back to will allow you to come back into your studio and make changes or continue to develop the paintings that you've started. So lots of photos are a great reference. Now, obviously, things that I didn't mention would be like check the weather before you go. Make sure that you're dressed for the weather. Make sure you bring sunblock and an umbrella if it's going to be really sunny, or pick a really shady spot. Weather's a big thing for plein air painting. And obviously make sure you're safe, make sure that the area that you're painting in or drawing in is a safe, comfortable spot for you. Go with a friend if you can. That's the best part. Like where you and another friend can both experience the joy of painting outdoors together. Somebody who was also going to be engaged in painting. I don't recommend you take someone with you who doesn't want to engage in this act, because they're probably gonna be bored way before you are. They're gonna be ready to go home before you're done with your drawing. So try to bring a like-minded friend with you so that you can enjoy the process as well. It is a really fun experience to do plein air painting. It is engaging, and you know, all the sensory experiences can be really like exciting. Sometimes people will come up to you and want to look at your drawings, and that can be fun if you feel like talking about it. So, you know, just enjoy the process of making in a different environment. Spring is the perfect time to do it. I hope you'll try this at home and let me know how it goes. Don't forget to tag me on Instagram. Have fun and good luck.